Scratch at, I'll get some beers and get chuggy. Nah, man, I know what I need, some more man huggy. Oh, man huggy. Some more man huggy. Put your headphones on for proper audio quality, motherfucker.
Recording in progress.
No mic. 1 second, everybody. We're having technical difficulties.
Recording stopped.
I'll just keep playing the jazz music. Hey. Jazz. Talk louder. You just I can't. Yeah, talk louder. That was real quiet.
Can you hear me?
It was better before.
Alright, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Alright. Here we go again.
Ready whenever you are. We've just been running.
Recording in progress.
What it do, what it do, what it do. It is your boy, Andrew Schultz, a.k.a. Mr. Goody Two Shoes, a.k.a. the Irish Elvis. Who am I with as always? Joseph Huggins, a.k.a. Old Man Huggie. Talk shit or get off the pod. Episode 190. No title.
Oh, I labeled it Grand Theft Labubu.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah, I didn't put it. I put it everywhere else. It's been a clusterfuck of a couple of days. So, yeah, but I labeled it Grand Theft Labubu.
Welcome, motherfuckers.
How you doing, man?
Dude, my life, I'm telling you, is crazy. Just crazy. Like how your boy goes from just riding the roller coaster of life. Everybody knows who listens to the podcast. I was heartbroken for a couple of months or whatever. And now it's like, holy shit, dude. Like, I'm just crushing life.
That's good, man. Well, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
It's always good. When you can take a second, sometimes you need low points to make you appreciate the highs. Everything's ebbs and flows and highs and lows. But, you've, like I said before, is you put yourself in a great position in so many other aspects. Don't hyperfixate on this one, because this one in the long run could potentially be holding you back from other good shit. So fuck it.
Definitely was. Well, I don't know if it was holding me back, but it just at the same time as good shit was happening, bad shit happened, and then it's just your boy's on a heater right now. Dropping hits, new job, hanging out with cool women.
Well, that's good.
We'll just leave it at that.
We're all very happy for you. I'll give you a cheer right now, a cheer and a clap.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Well, that's good, man. I'm glad to hear that everything seems to be going better. Positive vibes only.
That's right. Positive vibe tribe.
We want to put out positive vibes because the world creates enough negative vibes for us. We don't really have to put any more effort into that. It will do it for you.
That's right.
I tell people that all the time. Life's about balance, and sometimes it'll give it to you whether you ask for it or not. It'll be like, hey, hold on, I'm gonna balance you the fuck out for 1 second. And you're
Well,
like, oh shit.
you know what's funny is like that's like the first thing I told my sales team, because like I'm running a sales and marketing team now, is don't get too high, don't get too low, because somebody will just hang up on you, and then you'll drop $20,000 like 10 minutes later, and you can't ride the fucking roller coaster because you'll just die. Like you just gotta just like things are gonna happen like where it's bad, and things are gonna happen where it's really fucking good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, not just because I played it, but corner is a great example. I use that for like the teams that I'll manage, and I tell them like, look, man, like when you are if they played football or know anything about it, I'm like, dude, you're out there, you get scorched for like a 60-yard bomb. There is a field goal, there is a kickoff, and you are back the fuck out there covering the same dude that just scorched you. And if you're worried about how he beat you last time, he's going to beat you again. You just got to get the fuck over it. You got
exactly
short-term memory on the mistakes that we make, long-term memory on the lessons we learn from those mistakes. That's what you want to last, is your perspective or your perception of the situation should grow because of that fuck up or because of that hang up. But at the end of the day, like you can't just focus on that one hang up, bro, because then it's gonna really happen. Can't. If you do, everyone will hang up on you.
But like also the point is like if you torch somebody, don't like just hype, like you gotta like realize like you have to do it again. That's what I'm saying.
No, I hear you, man. I hear you. Well, I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
Oh, sorry.
No, you're good. Obviously, I have more stuff set up. So I have the lights on, but I also just kind of like to dark.
Oh, you're talking about your house, right?
Yeah, well, in like my office space, like I have like shit on the walls, my shelf. There's no clothes anywhere. It's been just like a process. Actually, I built ya boy. I've been going crazy at the landscaping, and I think I sent you a picture of it.
Yeah, no, you did. Well, I know. The audience doesn't know.
All right, well, so there's this spot on the side of my house where I got this huge mega fence put in, but it's like dead space. Nothing grows there. I've had to like dig out and chop out these stumps that were hella deep in the ground, like, but I leveled it out and I put in my own stone path, like pavers, I guess. But I did big gray ones, and then it's all white marble that matches the white marble that I did up front. So it looks good. Like I've done it. And
no, it does. It does. I saw the picture.
There's time. I have 2 French drains that I built and put into it. So on the front of the footpath and the back of the footpath, I put in some PVC piping with drainage, and then that runs out to the yard, so it won't ever flood. If it ever gets higher than the rocks, it drains out into the grass. But I mean, it looks like I fucking paid somebody to do it, and it's wild because I've never done it before, and I'm really fucking winging it, and but I'm just like determined to do it. So there's times where I like forget that I did it. I walk by, I'm like, that looks really fucking good. Like I sent you pictures or other people that, you know, I don't really share a lot of the stuff that I'm doing here. I talk about it more on the pod.
Barely even text me.
Oh, dude, I'd be grinding. We both be grinding.
No, I know.
But and like I'm on my phone 99% of my day with work. It's very fucking frustrating. So I can get but I sent you. But I sent you pictures because I was like, hey, like if it looked like shit, you'd probably tell me and be like, hey, like this looks really good, right? Like I didn't fuck this up, because that's like what I'm worried about.
No, it looked good. Yeah. I thought I got late to you, like back on, like telling you that it looked good.
Oh, you're fine, man. Dude, we're both busy. We both like run large groups of people for work. Right. And like I always say, like, you know, people are always asking me to do stuff for them or need something, and it's all urgency for other people that I'm like, when I'm not working. Like,
no, you don't have to apologize.
Crash out sleep. Well, you gotta guilt me.
No. I'm just letting people know that, like, even when like it's like him and I are like best friends, like it's like your boy might not get a text back unless it's urgent.
Well, obviously, I mean, if there's some shit going down, I will
right.
Yeah, stop what I'm doing. But like if it's you know,
just random shit. Like,
if you're sending me some random screenshot that's like to the moon and back, I'm like balls deep in a bunch of work stuff. I'm not
no, I know.
Get them. You know, I'm just, you know, I got your back.
I
You know,
got you.
got your back.
I got you.
But that's been super awesome and rewarding. I'm totally become that old man that like looks at his grass when it's about to rain. I'm like, please let it rain so I can water my yard. Like I've become that person. But I've always been I enjoy challenges. I think I've talked about it for forever on this podcast, where it's like you should be challenging yourself in shit that's not your day to day, that is very difficult, that will test your mental fortitude, because most of our lives are comfortability at this point, and that's really what this been is. It's just like, dude, I mean, I showed you before and after pictures, and it's like fucking wild. Like it's like it was I'm not even a jungle. If we should do a daytime pod, because like my yard's just right out this window, there's a huge fucking window, but it's pitch black, but it's just like a big open empty space. I'm gonna put stuff back there and do more, but I've started like close to the house and like I'm working my way out. But it's been the transformation. My real estate guy who helped me get the house is like fucking baffled. He's like, dude, this looks insane. I'm like, I know, right? And I was kind of cool with the guy that I bought it from. He was like a flipper, and I think if I haven't sent him any pictures, because if I did, I think he'd be pissed.
Because of how good it is.
Because it looks good, because it already appraised more than what I paid for it, because he never got an appraisal done, so he just like threw it on the market. And then
that's what he said though.
No, there was no like I had to pay to get one done, because there was not one done. Like there was like it was like that's part of the closing.
like whenever you had said that, like I just didn't trust him. I was like,
No, like I had
iffy.
So I had to have the county come out, and they were like, "Oh yeah," but we'd already agreed to terms. That was part of the close, so they would have to go back and renegotiate. That's why whenever I wanted to get repairs done on a couple things, they basically were like, "Look, we'll do these two things, and then that's it. Because if you want the house and you want more than those two things fixed, we're gonna have to renegotiate the price." Basically, being like, "This motherfucker," and I was like, "I want a new water heater." Got it. And I wanted a brand new water heater. I wanted them to fix the chimney. The chimney had some cracks in the mortar, so they redid the inside of that. They did that, and they were like, "That's all we're fucking doing." And then I find all the thousands of dollars of stones buried in all this jungle weeds and stuff. Like I'd be pissed if it was me. I'd be fucking pissed. But he was cool. He was like some Rastafarian former reggae singer turned house flipper, and like I follow him on Spotify. He's got songs with millions of plays. So he like showed up, and he was like a white guy, like super rasted the fuck out. He was cool as shit. Did he have dreads? He used to, and on his Spotify, he cut them all off, because he's like I cut them off doing this job, I'm touring, like I'm trying to like transition out of that, because I have kids, family. I'm trying to be more stateside. But he would do like shows in Africa and shit. Like he was showing me all these pictures. He was cool as fuck.
All right, so like your boy went to so you know the band Tool?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay, so Maynard from Tool has a side project called Pussifer, I should say. Like Lucifer, but Pussifer.
Yeah.
Private show, just released a new album. Got tickets. Went and watched it at Exchange LA last night. Fucking amazing. Crazy shit.
Oh yeah.
And then I went to dinner, but one of the girls who were at the dinner, it was like a birthday, she had dreads, and then she was like deeply describing like how she gets the dreads, and I had no idea. I just thought like it just happens, like if you just let it happen. But she was like telling us the process of like how it works, you know, how she has to like lock them and do all this shit.
Oh yeah, it's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I had no fucking clue. I was so interested. I was like, wait, what?
I used to work with this guy. He was a manager when I waited tables at Trudy's down in Austin. And his name was Mikey. He was cool as fuck, bro. I loved Mikey. And he had dreads like down to his fucking knees, dude. It was crazy. and they were so long. And we would go hang out. He lived kind of around the corner from me, so I go over there, chill. We'd like smoke out, whatever, drink some beers, and he would like when he'd wash them. The process of him like washing them, drying them was crazy. He would wash them and then wring them out, and then he would lay out in the sun and just like spread them out. It was like these like octopus tendrils. It was fucking crazy looking because he would have to sit there until it dried, and if he didn't, he'd get like mildew and fungus would grow in them.
Yeah,
it's fucking crazy.
It's weird because I thought like it was like the whole thing of dreads was like you just didn't do shit with your hair and just let it do that because I'm a white guy. Yeah.
Oh yeah, and so that this guy had some really long dreads. Used to, and then I met because he was fixing something after we'd already bought the house, so like that's how we crossed paths, and he ended up being pretty chill because he showed up with his construction team, all these Hispanic guys, and I speak pretty damn good Spanish, and they were like, what the fuck? And he was like, what the fuck? And I could talk to them just as good, if not better than he could. So when they were talking about where stuff was, like they realized I understood them. It was actually kind of tight. And then he ended up hanging out, just talking to me. No,
soft flex.
No, it's tight because most people don't. I mean, I'm in Texas, and it's probably just ignorance and kind of like, I don't know, like stereotypical like social norms. But like black guys speaking Spanish is not commonplace.
Obviously.
So it catches them off guard. So there's times where it's
see what you're saying.
If I wanted to talk shit right now, like I normally do in front of people because they don't speak Spanish, I can't do that right now because this motherfucker knows exactly what I'm saying. So it's like one of those, you know what I'm saying? Like you catch a kid stealing candy and you're not going to tell him, but he's like, oh, and you're like, and then you just kind of let it slide.
Bro, I was in HR the other day. Like trying to get my bank account information right because your boy just got onboarded, and they spoke like in Armenian, like the CEO and the HR in front of me, and I was like, "What the fuck y'all just say?" You know, it was like obviously about me.
You got to get those headphones that translate in real time. They have those.
I know, but it's like you're only speaking in Armenian because you don't want me to know what you're saying. Like, so it's just like, I was like, what the fuck is that?
True.
Yeah,
it's like pretty obvious.
I know.
So there's times where I'll rattle off like a paragraph in Spanish, like work related, asking for something or giving directions and looking for something, and get so specific that if they're not used to it or they don't know it, like they're like, what, like what the fuck? Like it makes them pause for a second. And I'm always asking like how to say stuff, but half of the time it's like stupid shit. I'm asking how to say something really dumb, but I could say some pretty wild shit that's like not like out of bounds or inappropriate, but is super funny that like they get that other people wouldn't get, so I can be in the inside jokes. It's great. Too bad I failed Spanish.
Love it.
Miss Denny, you'd be proud. Miss Bendetti, holla at your boy. You'd be proud.
Miss Puezo Fuertes.
Miss Richardson. Hey, shout out, Miss
Miss Armstrong.
Miss Armstrong.
Yeah. Stole one of her tests in Spanish too, off her desk. Got the homie to fill it out, and then sold the answers for $20 a piece to people, so they had the answers to the test when they took it. The boy's not good at Spanish.
I heard about that actually. I remember hearing about that through the grapevine. That allegedly you did.
No, not allegedly.
No, I know, but allegedly you did. There's a couple times where like I thought it was funny that I was getting called down to be like a character witness for you on some stupid shit. And I'm like, y'all are calling me down like I'm some credible fucking witness. Like I was just down here like 3 days ago because we
out here like
because we hid somebody's fucking $200 Iversons in the ceiling tiles. Like, what are you talking about? And that was September 11th, 2001. This is when I was in the office for that. Which I've told that story before many times. But people are like, where were you? I was like, oh, I was in trouble. Your boy was in trouble. But I was
because of me.
Not that. That was me and Johnny Nelson. We stole Matt
okay.
Moody's out. But there's times where I got called down for you.
Because I was like, I don't remember that.
Or that time the bell rang and we all walked out of tech.
No, I get that part.
Tech ed, and they had like like 12 of us in a conference room. They were like, bro, guys, we were like, I don't know. We just fucking got up and walked out. And then we had to go back. Like
someone on this podcast might have started that fire.
Oh, well, that was a different fire. This one was whenever we just walked out of class. We had tech ed and we had some substitute teacher in the bell rang.
That's right.
And then it was like
I was in theater arts whenever I walked out on that class.
Everybody left the classroom. Nobody stayed. And it was not just like, I mean, we had a pretty rowdy class. We had like P. Thorne, Seawold, we had Beline. We had a wild, like, that's a nightmare.
We're just name dropping people.
Well, I kept them short. But
I agree.
But we had like a plethora of people that you would not want to have like in the same room together, same bus, same group on a field trip, like guys and girls. And then there was people who were just the homies. Like our grade was kind of tight. Everyone was homies. So even
I agree.
The nerds,
20th anniversary coming up. Like it's gonna be super fun.
And they weren't even necessarily nerds, but there were so many people that just got up and walked the fuck out that when they had us all in the office, like a conference room office, y'all, they had a whole entire class in the conference room office being like, what the fuck are y'all doing? And they wanted to like rip my head off, your usual suspects. They were like fucking Schultz, fucking Huggins. But then they're like, you know, random, this is not a name, but like a made up name like Johnson. What are you doing in here? Like, you know better. What did they get you to do it? And they're like, nah, man, I just like wanted to fucking leave class. It was the craziest shit. We got in zero trouble.
Also, the tech ed teacher had rumors that he had like porn stashed like in a closet, which wasn't true.
But he was off, so it was a substitute teacher. So we got sat because it was the bell for like the grade below us to get out of class and not our class. But we just acted like it was ours. She was like, "Oh, that was a really short class period." We're like, "Oh yeah, that's real quick." Like we're out.
Right, because they joined our junior high with like
and we ran
random. Like they joined the high school with the junior highs. What happened? So it was like 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th grade, and so like high school was different than 7th and 8th.
Yeah, we sprinted out of that classroom, and then they didn't do shit to us. They're like, just don't ever do this again, because they couldn't send us all to in-school suspension. You know, there's a limit to that now. You can only put someone into in-school suspension for like a week.
Dude, I have no idea what's going on with schools right now.
Well, I hear
like
it's all. I mean, they talk.
It's like you just hear like bullshit, like, and it's like, is that really happening, or people are just stupid? And then I realized like all of the parents are like our age. And it's like, how are we the ones acting crazy?
Yeah,
you know, I thought it was boomers.
Well, no, they just put a limit to how
No,
long.
I know what you're saying.
Because before they could be like 28 days, and you'd be like,
there would be no
shit.
limit. No fucking limit when we were.
That was like fucking, dude. That was crazy. It was like your boy got locked up using the hole and you would go like go lunch and like look in the window, and they'd be at their desk and they'd look up. And Coach Prather would be like, get out of here. And you'd be like, oh, shit. The one black coach. And they don't even let you coach the men's basketball team. Coach Prather was the shit. He was a baller. I'm just saying.
No, okay. Good point.
He was a hooper. He could hoop. The other basketball coaches couldn't
hoop. They wouldn't let him?
Hoop for shit. I bet.
Okay, y'all. Therapy questions.
Don't doubt it. Shout out Coach Prather. His shoe game was on point too, dude. He always had some sick ass J's.
Well, Mr. Goody Two Shoes is out here for that, for sure.
Dude, he was probably crushing it back in the day. Like we don't even think about it. Probably he was crushing it, slamming it at that. I'm telling you. Now that I think about it, like in the moment, I'm getting more excited about how hard that dude was crushing it, because you know he was. There's no doubt, and he was so unassuming and quiet. Bro, Coach Prather was like piping everyone. There's no doubt.
Of course. Well, not in high school.
No, just saying, like he was
just out there
in general. Like he was just out. I'm sure they're like, "Hey, Coach Prather," and he's like, "Hey," and he just says in school suspension. That's why he's in there, because he's trying to protect himself from all the bitches outside. So he's like, "Nah, y'all, look, I'm gonna do in school suspension. don't look in the window. Back up. I'm gonna take him to lunch when nobody else is in the lunchroom.
Just to stay with. I'm the exact same way. Okay,
I hung out with him on 9/11.
like I'll just say it, dude. Something happened with one of my employees, and I just happened to run into her like coming into the office, and it was like inappropriate, like what happened, and I called a meeting with her, and she ended up quitting, and I like walked her to her car, like crazy. She was just like, I just have too much self-respect for my like to deal with this bullshit, and it was just like, I'm in week 2, like, well, now I'm in week 3, but like it's like, damn.
It's like first day on the job. You felt
Oh yeah.
you felt like
I was just like, how, like I just wanted her to be like, not feel weird at work, but like I thought, and she was like one of the best salespeople on my team, and it was just like, fuck, like this happened to her, and then she's leaving. Damn.
yeah. Well, let's get into the TQs.
All right, therapy question number 1. Would you rather every time you laugh, you float 6 inches off the ground, or every time you cry, it rains for 5 minutes?
I mean, every time you laugh, you float 6 inches off the ground. That'd be tight as fuck. That'd be very self-serving, but people be like, oh shit. So you could like play basketball and jump and then start to laugh and get another 6 inches on your vert. They'd be like, every time he's dunking on people, he's just laughing. You're like, and like that would be cool. But I do feel like every time you cry, it rains would be more beneficial for like the planet. But then you'd just be like super sensitive all the time. So it'd be like you'd have a great yard in like a drought. Like your yard's great. Or
I see what you're saying.
like what's the range on it? Because that'd be cool. You could be like, hey, I gotta go cry.
Like force yourself to cry.
He cries all the time. Yeah, I gotta go cry walk. Gotta save the city.
Okay, well, like, see, like, where I feel like crying and laughing are not like things that you can do on command unless you're like an actor.
You're good at being manipulative, aka an actor.
Yeah. Which, your boy might be.
You're very convincing.
Not manipulative, but like, I mean, I hope one day that I could cry on command and laugh.
I pray for the day I could be more manipulative and cry on command.
Not manipulative, just like an actor.
Yeah. Okay.
But I feel like I just laugh way more than I cry. So I would just go with the cry part, right? Because I'm laughing all the time.
True, but that'd be tight. They'd be like, "Yo, my boy."
And then who cares if it rains for 5 minutes?
My boy Huggy, this fool can fly, dog. I've seen it.
That is cool too.
You gotta see, like, you go viral. You get there's so like that'd be very self-serving, being able to laugh and float.
You go viral.
Yeah, dude. You. Can,
I mean, you would. You definitely.
You can
would.
fly.
I didn't think about that part. I didn't think about that part.
This motherfucker can fly. And
not fly, float.
You just might as well fly. It's closer to flying than anybody other motherfuckers getting.
That's true.
Bitch, be floating. And the longer I laugh, the longer I float, son. Like, what? That'd be
funny?
epic.
It's like I have dreams where I fly, but like it's like floating. So it's like I'm flying, but like I don't really have control over it. It's like a reoccurring dream. It's weird.
I have crazy reoccurring dreams. Not that the dreams are reoccurring, but the backdrops are reoccurring. So there's like one airport that I'm always at if I'm at an airport and I'm like, I gotta travel or go do something. There's the same mall. It's like the weirdest shit. The weirdest. The craziest is there's times where I dream about like our hometown and I'll bump into random people, like stupid weird dreams like that. But it'll be in neighborhoods that don't exist, but they're attached to neighborhoods that do. So it'd be like driving into your neighborhood and where like there's that stop, 4-way stop, there'd be like a 5-way. And so where we're all going is at your house, but it's not here. You guys moved off of the street on the 5-way. So then it's like I'm in a neighborhood that I know, but I don't know. It's fucking weird, man. And I'll wake up being like, God damn it. Like, why am I thinking about this place that doesn't exist? And then I ended up moving back to the area. So go figure.
I used to have dreams where all my teeth fell out, but those stopped.
This means you're insecure. What is that they say?
I don't know what it means, but like I've Googled the fuck out of it, and point is I don't have those dreams anymore. But the floating ones I still do.
See, and I have dreams where I can fly and I'm aware. There's times where I'm like aware of the fact that I'm dreaming and that I have control. But as that happens, it's almost like letting a balloon go. That it's like it's slowly fleeting. Like by the time I reach that, my brain's like abort. He knows too much. Who knows what the fuck this guy's gonna do? Get out, pull out.
Yeah, always pull out.
And then I wake up. I'm like, damn it! I was right there. I was about to inception some shit.
Okay. Therapy question number 2. Would you rather your dreams be broadcasted live on YouTube or your internet search history printed in the local paper?
It's the same thing. I dreams live broadcasts would be fucking crazy, dude.
I know, but the local paper, who the fuck reads it? That's kind of like that.
True, but what your dreams would be fucking insane. Like, I mean, that could be really bad for you, really good. You don't really have that much control. It's just subconscious. It's like free thinking.
Yes, right.
So it would be almost as crazy as that musical show that you went to. Like, it would be fucking tripped out.
That was crazy, like in a good ass way. It was just super fun.
But it wouldn't make sense to a lot of people, so it'd be crazy. And then if you could watch your dream back, that's what would be wild, is if you could go back and watch a dream you had that you struggle to remember, and you remember fragments of it, but not all of it. And it's really like splotty, you know, and then sometimes you have dreams that are very vivid that you'll remember your whole life. I've probably got like 8 or 9 that I could just describe.
Like you're traumatized by it.
Yeah, in some way, shape, or form, it was traumatizing in a good way, in a bad way, whatever. But you walked away from it,
right? It
made an imprint on you. But if you could watch back one, that would be like the most impactful, because you'd just be like, "What?" There'd be all these weird clues, and it would be it would only make sense to you. There'd be some stuff that would be probably weird. It's like, why is there a valley of butts? There'd be all sorts of weird shit like that wouldn't make sense.
A valley of butts.
Just saying, that's possible. It's a dream. Anything's possible. But, and what's that from? Where there's a valley, where there's like a valley, where there's a valley of boobs.
Yeah, that's what, like Kevin Garnett shit.
All the time. You go sees. Right now it's go bird. It's go other way. Go birds though. Right now it's go birds.
Oh, obviously that.
But yeah, I'd do dreams for sure. I'd want to do dreams. Mine would be like memes on this, memes on that, breaking news, BBC news articles. It'd be like the most random shit. How to build your own stone path.
Search history is like just not that bad. Like, so I could give a fuck.
It's not just bad. It's just not important. I don't want to do something cool, man, and be like, look, hey everybody, do you want to see a recorded dream? They'd talk about that for forever. It'd be studied.
Yeah. Yeah.
They'd be like, this is like.
I like the take.
Did you see the video of that black guy's dream on a Wednesday night, bro? That shit changed my life. I identify with that motherfucker hard. And there's somebody else like, that was the most
viral again.
That'd be the most horrifying thing I've ever seen in my life. Like the reactions, it'd be like an ink blot test for people.
Okay, see, this is why I put these questions in. It's because like I don't know what your take is going to be.
But yeah, okay, that's fair.
Yeah. All right. Therapy question number 3. Would you rather everyone you meet immediately know your most recent purchase or your last text message?
Either or is fine. I really wouldn't care if it'd be like, you spend too much money on Ghost Energy drinks. I'd be like, heard on God, but everybody got to have a vice.
No, on pod.
Everybody got to have a vice. On Casper.
On Ezekiel.
On Casper, because we on that ghost, bro. That's how we doing it. We on that boo shit. You know what I'm talking about? On that spooky ookie. Watch out. Watch your back. Puffing on that Ichabod pack, dude. You know
I would definitely have to say my last purchase because I don't buy anything crazy.
Yeah, but my last text message, it'd be totally worth.
It could be crazy for me, like I think.
Mine would be
like not usually, but like it could be.
See, mine would be something about work where you'd be like, "Oh, that person's in trouble." Like that'd be about it. I'd feel bad for the person that the text is about, because it'd be something.
Like I'm usually like screenshotting my text messages and like sending them to either like you or like the group.
Yeah.
Like I've been sending them to like the fantasy football group text, which is like 16 people, and this like it's just like because somebody made like a gay joke like about me, like, which is hilarious, so I had to like prove myself like that and then I just kept going with it, and then it's just like, so I don't really give a shit about sending text messages, but I get what you're saying.
Last purchase, so either way, it'd be very impactful. Just like I said, and like I normally on these, I want to do the one is the most impactful, makes the most impact, leaves the biggest crater. It's like see my dreams. That'd be fucking crazy for everyone, for everybody involved.
That might be the title of the audio.
That'd be fucking crazy. And who knows what it would be? I have no control. It'd just be like roll the dice. What was the dream last night? That'd be crazy. And then yeah, for sure. What do you pick? Yeah. I'll show you both. Text purchase.
I like it. Okay. Final therapy question. Question number 4. Would you rather only be able to run backwards or walk on tiptoes forever? And now, I talked to a person who is a champion track athlete, just like Joseph is. And she...
I'm not a champion track athlete.
Well, did you guys not win?
Not like we didn't win like state or anything. I mean, I won some ribbons and shit for sure.
Okay, well, that's okay.
Competitive runner back in the day.
There we go. How about that? So was I, but like I sucked. Like you guys were actually putting up.
I was like fat. I was like low key fast.
yeah.
The longer the race too, the faster. Like 200, I was faster than 100.
I ran competitively. It just didn't work out for me. But like no, like
I remember you running having like 9 bracelets on or some shit, and they made you take them off. Yeah, I remember that.
Shit stuff.
Yeah, you can't like. I was like, "What the fuck?" And you were just like,
"I'm fast, but I'm not fast like you." But anyways, it doesn't matter.
Puka's on, puka shells on.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, why is this kid wearing all of this jewelry?
Is it because I'm stupid?
You're like, "Oh no, they asked me to get on the bus this week, so I guess I'm running." Like that's kind of how it was.
Somebody backed the fuck out.
All the fast kids are playing baseball this week, so they couldn't fucking make it. So. But I won my heats. I won my heats last week in PE.
Okay, well, what this person said was that either way, you're getting shin splints.
True. Yeah, you're definitely getting shin splints. Running backwards is fun. And I think people can actually, if you know how to do it correctly, you can run backwards pretty fucking fast. And when you're doing it fast, it looks weird. Everybody tries to like do short steps, but you actually have to like lean forward and like kick your legs backward. It looks fucking goofy. But for sure, I'd probably do tiptoes.
No.
Oh, like are we talking like tippy toes?
Every time you walk, which is wherever the fuck you need to go.
Can I walk on the ball, like basically the balls on my feet? You'd have some huge calves, bro.
I know, but you have to think about like how often as a man in like that's 38 or whatever, you know, how often do you have to run, you know?
Like when it's not by choice? Very.
Right. Well, I would never run. Well, no, I take that back.
Someone's like, "Hey, motherfucker, I'm going to rob you." And you're like, "I can outrun this fat fuck." You're going to run.
But you have to go backwards.
Yeah, you'd still be faster than the fuck.
or you're always walking on tiptoes, and you always have to walk. That's
yeah,
what
that
I'm
makes sense. I could see
yeah,
that. Yeah.
yeah. It's like I get what you're saying.
But if you had to do both, if you walked forward, it had to be on your tiptoes, and if you
ran backwards,
if you went backwards, it was only running, and yeah, you could only go backwards if you were running backwards.
That'd be tough.
That would be almost worse. Is the only time you could go backwards, you had to.
No, the only time you could run is go backwards.
No, okay, that would suck. But I'm saying if you're moving backwards at all, it has to be at a runner's pace. Like you would just like run people the fuck over. You couldn't like be like, "Oh, excuse me." Like you would just like, boom. You would just be taking people the fuck out, dude. Like a step would be so powerful. That'd be insane.
One time I was in college and a bee was like about to attack me, and I had like my backpack on like full of like 5 like textbooks, and I just like jumped out like backwards, hit like a tiny little girl who was like probably like 18, knocked her like on the ground because I was scared of a fucking bee. It was like the most disappointing like shit that ever happened to me. I was just so upset because like she like fell on the ground because I like knocked her back because I was scared of a fucking bee, and I was just like, oh my god, like can I help you?
There was a time I was waiting tables at Trudy's, second Trudy's story, and man, if you were at a restaurant, like keep your fucking kids seated. There are these kids running the fuck around like crazy, just running around. And I'm running food. I'm carrying a big ass tray of food. And at this restaurant I used to work at, and this was like a long ass time ago, there were these booths, and they were pretty high. And it was like there was 2 rows of them, and they ran parallel with little aisles. I'm coming up the stairs. There's these little like 3-step thing. I come around the corner to run this food. This kid is sprinting full speed, dude. If I'd be lying if I didn't say I just like ended up drop kneeing this kid. Like right in the chest, because he comes around the corner full speed, and I'm coming up the stairs. I take a step and I turn, and when I turn with my step, my knee just hits this kid like boom, and he just goes flying backwards, Matrix style. Just gets the wind knocked out of him, and I feel terrible. I almost drop a burrito on this kid, and then, thank God the mom was like, "Dude, I told you to sit down," because I was like, I wanted to be like, "Get your kid, bro. Whose man's is this? Like, come get this."
Come get your boy. Come get your boy.
You need to come get your boy because your boy is pushing it right now. And, like, he just got steamrolled by a Lenny Kravitz impersonator. And, like, he is fucked up. And this kid was just like, but he couldn't, he was like, he got the wind knocked out of him, so he couldn't cry. And it didn't even hurt. Like, it was one of those hits that was so smooth where it was just like, I tell people.
The wind knocked out of him is tough.
It's
like,
tough, but I mean, like, it's not like he got, like, whiplash or anything. Yeah, it wasn't. It was just like he just got hit like right in the sternum, got knocked back.
Because your boy got his rib broken recently. Now, and I got the wind knocked out of me at the same time, and it was the last time that I got the wind knocked out of me was when I got my rib broken playing basketball. I played 3 more fucking games and then went to the hospital. But getting the wind knocked out of you it's just tough. It's
like, and if you haven't had, most of us haven't had that happen in an extremely long time. So when it does,
right?
You're like, it's like, oof, like it fucking hurts.
I know, but like, but I don't know about you, but like, I definitely have had that happen like a lot, like playing hockey and football.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And so it's like I knew it's kind of like a panic attack. It's like where you feel like you're going to die, and it's like if it's your first one, like it's scary as hell. But like if you know what's happening, it's like, okay, you're not gonna die. You just got to get through this for like a minute, and you're gonna be okay.
Yeah.
That's how like getting the wind knocked out of you is. It's like, this is scary.
What's wild too is, if I remember correctly, getting kicked in the nuts hurts more than getting the wind knocked out of you.
Oh, 100% hurts more. But maybe
we've been hitting the nuts so many times. You get past the getting the wind knocked out of you stage. Like, I don't know when that transition happens, but that doesn't happen as much. But you're gonna get like tapped in the nuts by like a doorknob when you bump into it weird. Someone's gonna throw you their car keys and go, and you're like, oh motherfucker, and you're like, you want
Just
to
be like in a sexual like situation.
you just be like you just like want to vomit whenever that you're like, oh man, that really fucking hurt. As we're getting the wind knocked out of you sucks when you catch your breath.
See, that would have been a better therapy question.
Would you rather get the wind knocked out of you or kicked in
Or-
the nuts?
Yes.
What's weird is there's some people who are like, oh, kicked in the nuts, bro, for sure.
Good. I mean,
I can talk about this in therapy. You're like, whoa, dude.
I had like, we haven't really talked about it, but like, I had like the Chinese like 21-year-old sex trafficked person.
Yeah, I remember you.
Yeah, no, you and I talked about it.
Yeah, those are times when I answer the phone.
Yes, exactly. Ask me to kick me in the nuts, and I'm like, "Are you fucking kidding me? You need to leave. Like, I'm trying to get you an Uber, like, to save your life. Like, and you're just gonna ask me to kick me in the nuts? Get the fuck out of my face."
Straight to the point. Knows what she likes.
It's crazy.
Yeah, that is pretty wild. No, but also I would tell people whenever they'd ask, they're like, "Oh, you watch football?" I'll tell them some of those big hits that you see that are like clean, those hurt the least. And I would always tell people too, it hurts more to tackle somebody than it does to get tackled. It hurts more to try to stop somebody going another direction and making a move.
Totally.
And
Like what you were
hitting them
saying,
and
what you're saying, like on like the kick return. Like I used to be on the kick return, like the kick return team, and then I remember our boy Bo, who was a beast, who like played like college football over in San Diego. I just remember him just going ham, and I went to go block him, and it was just like, dude, hit me so hard. Like I was like,
because he was a gunner, so he was like going down to make a tackle. Oh yeah, see, I was always a gunner, so I just got to run as fast as I could and try to like take someone out. But yeah, like if you're blocking on it, that shit sucks. But like it hurts more when you did get blocked.
Yeah,
that shit hurt. Like it hurts more to tackle than it does to be it hurts more to make the tackle than it does to be the tacklee, because I get to adjust, I get to make moves, I get to try to avoid you, embrace, as we're like, I'm aiming for a spot, I'm going to hit it, this person's going to react, we'll see what happens. That shit hurts.
And we're talking about Texas football, so it's like we went hard.
But like, so I mean, you can get the wear and tear on being tackled can add up, but that's apples and oranges. It can on the other side, but that shit hurts. Like a lot of people, like you get your bell rung, you get concussions making tackles. Like I think some of my worst.
100%. Yeah, I got concussed making a tackle with the boy Cameron. Woke up just on the field after it, and then just went back and played. Like no idea what happened.
Like came to
nobody cared.
Like came to like 30 minutes later. I had one of those.
Not 30 minutes later. Like I have no idea like how much later, to be honest. But I would assume like a minute.
I had one of those in 8th grade. I got my bell rung and then woke up. I remember looking.
Like, get the fuck back up.
No, it was wild. I remember I forgot my football pants, so I had to borrow someone else's. And then like I remember coming to in the back of the Easy Go with Doc Hansen, being like, and I'm like, what am I doing over here? And then I remember being like, whose fucking football pants are these? These aren't mine. Like I'd forgotten that I'd borrowed somebody. Like that's how hard I got my bell rung. It was like, what the fuck?
Basically, what we're trying to tell y'all is that your boys have CTE coming.
Yeah. No, I'm just glad we didn't go any much further because we might have. That's totally possible.
I know. Okay. We're going on to the topics. We are going to take a break. I do not want an eye roll from Joseph.
There we go. Eye roll.
That was like a flutter.
Yeah, well, you know.
But on the audio,
what
will be right the fuck.
What can I say? You're on a heater right now.
I am
making it warmer in Texas if that's possible.
Dude, I'm Chef Curry in the kitchen right now.
Oh my god.
Recording stopped. Recording in progress.
And now we're back with the topics.
All right, get into it. I'm just fucking with you.
I was like, I thought
You're
you.
like, what the
posted
fuck, bro? So this happened recently. Obviously, this is just another Epstein Files distraction. But Donald Trump's has seized control of the D.C. Police Department and has deployed the National Guard. So this is from the AP, and it's Trump's domestic troop deployment tests the limits of a nearly 150-year-old law. As President Donald Trump pushes the bounds of military activity on domestic soil, a debate emerged over a 150-year-old law that regulates when federal troops can intervene in state issues. About 800 National Guard troops filed into D.C. on Tuesday after President Trump said without substantiation that they were needed. Sorry, that just looked weird. That they were needed to reduce crime in the lawless national capital. Thousands of miles away, a judge in California is hearing arguments over whether the president's recent decisions to federalize Guard personnel in Los Angeles during protests was against immigration raids violated federal law. What's wild too about this is DC has right now having as the lowest crime they've had in like 35-36 years, or at all.
It makes no it other than fascism. It makes no sense.
Yeah. He has also created militarized zones along the U.S.-Mexico border as part of a major shift that has thrust the Army into the immigration enforcement like never before. Now, this is something that we've discussed before, and I've said if you really give a shit about immigration and people crossing illegally, then you just need to militarize the border. Otherwise, you're full of shit. Like, unless you're going to, and not saying that you have tanks there to shoot people, but if you really wanted to use the technology we have at our hands that, like, drops a katana wielding missile from the sky and chops people up without hitting somebody 2 inches sitting next to them. Like, you could use that same stuff to patrol the border and actually catch coyotes bringing in people through the mountains.
Well, what about just arresting the fucking owners of the businesses? Like, I got into an argument with somebody recently.
Who employ them?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's like, because they don't want to. That's the fucking thing.
Yeah, I mean, if the ripple effect, I mean, we're already seeing some of it, but if the ripple
Why
effect...
are we arresting if the jobs don't exist, right? If the employer is getting arrested for employing illegal immigrants, then it will stop. The fact is they don't want it to actually stop. This is like a power move.
Oh, it's always the border and open borders and all that stuff has been an issue since the 80s. This is like the same debate we've been having in circles for damn near 40, 50 years.
It just bothers me. It's like there's people here who like contribute to this country, who just want to like live. And then just recently we're acting like, oh, fuck these people, they have to go. And it's like, okay, I get if you're an illegal immigrant, if that's the term we're going to use, that you shouldn't be in the country, right? Okay, fine. Good. The fact is that there's jobs and houses and everything available. These people pay into Medicare and Social Security, never going to collect it. They don't have a Social Security card. So what are we doing? Like, if we want to stop this, arrest the fucking white owner who employs them. Like, that's it.
Yeah, but that's also not the answer, because then if you did that and those jobs went away, you'd still lose that revenue. So, but I see what you're saying.
No,
I understand. I know,
like,
but
if you want to end the problem, and like that's
yeah,
how you
that's
end
like
it.
saying, like, are we going to keep arresting the same crack dealer on the street whenever I know he's dealing drugs for the dude in the mansion down the way? Why don't I just arrest the guy in the mansion and then the crack problem?
No, I'm saying the different. I'm saying arrest the crack dealer.
Well, obviously, but I'm saying is it's like, it's repeat, but it's like if this
But it's on purpose.
but the crack dealer is selling some drugs for somebody else, so why wouldn't you just go for the guy who's just actually distributing the drugs? It's like he's the
That's what I'm
middleman.
saying.
Yeah. So I, mean,
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, but I mean, still the ripple effects of that would be huge.
Yeah,
But
guess what?
But
So how about let's just not do it in general.
But I've said that if you want to actually stop the shit at the border and take it serious, and that's what you were wanting to do, is to stop.
But why?
Hold on. If you want, well, I've always said you should just. I mean, we're getting a little off topic, but you should just streamline it and make it easier for people to come here if they want to be here, and coming here illegally shouldn't be basically the only viable option for people to come here. That's what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
So if you make it to where it's militarized and they can't, and then you streamline it so that they can come in here legally, and you expedite the process so it doesn't take like 7 to 8 years to process,
right?
Then that would okay. But like I'm like, but you can't just be like, oh, we're not going to do anything. They're crossing through the mountains, and we've got drones that could see a fucking freckle on the back of someone's
are you kidding
ass.
me though? Are you kidding me? Like, you're trying to drop drones on people coming?
No, not bombs, just to surveil. You could track people in the mountains with this shit.
Okay.
Like I'm saying, like the people that are crossing illegally, there's coyotes transporting people here, making them go on these long death walks through the desert and shit. Like, you could find those people and easily track them the entire time if they wanted to. That's what I'm saying.
But they don't want to.
Exactly. But so that's where
that's why this whole thing is so stupid.
Like, yeah, that's dumb. But he did do that. The cases both in California and Washington mainly hinge on the Posse Comitatus Act. How am I going to say that? Comitatus Act, which passed in 1878 and largely prevents the military from enforcing domestic laws. Experts say that in both cases there are clear limitations to the law enforcement. Here's what to know about the law.
And the reason why it's 1878 is it's right after the Civil War, and that's like. So Abraham Lincoln is the first person who enacted the income tax, and it was to pay for the Civil War, and then that's when we had a full military for the United States.
Yeah. There's an exception. It is a criminal statute that prevents the military from enforcing domestic law, which also prevents the military from investigating local crimes, overriding local law enforcement, or compelling certain behaviors. It can be bypassed by a congressional vote or in order to defend the Constitution. The insurrection of 1807 can also trigger the suspension of the act and allows the president to deploy military domestically in cases of invasion or rebellion. There's an exception for the U.S. Coast Guard, which has some law enforcement responsibility. That's like hardcore. Coast Guard dudes are hardcore, just like game wardens in Texas. They can just walk onto your property and be like, what are you doing? Game wardens are crazy. If you get one of those guys walk up on you, that's worse than he could just be
What is a game warden like for wildlife?
Yeah, wildlife, hunting, fishing. So they could be like, I think you've been fishing and you fished over your limit. I'm going to search your car. And that's all they need. That's it. They can't really do shit. Private property kind of exists because it's he's there to protect the land and the animals in the land and make sure you're not destroying the planet. But it's a cop. Game wardens are scary as fuck.
I just heard somebody. I'm not even kidding. Just heard somebody say that they dress up like a game warden when they fish, and then just if the game warden shows up, they're like, "Yo, dude, I'm here investigating," but they're actually
That's crazy because that's.
I swear to God,
that's impersonating a federal officer because they're suits. They can arrest you.
Yeah,
they can,
you're
they're
like TMX.
They can basically search you with no cause because they can just create cause. They're crazy. They can do some super wild shit. So if you're ever in the woods smoking weed and you get rolled up on by a game warden, you're fucked. It's not oh, I hope this cop's cool. Game wardens are not cool. They're grumpy asshole white dudes who drive around in these tricked out trucks by themselves. They don't roll around with partners. Any old white dude in his mid 40s to late 50s that's just allowed to walk around the woods by himself with a gun and enforce laws is a dangerous person. Even if he's on the side for good, yeah, get out there. It's 1 million acres.
No, I know. And then like ICE is just like on another level right now. So it's
Yeah,
just,
ICE out here acting like they're game wardens and they're not.
yeah.
The law was enacted after the Resurrection era. The law was enacted in 1978, post-Civil War, during the Reconstruction. So it was after the Reconstruction era. Pro-segregationist representatives in Congress wanted to keep the military from blocking the enforcement of Jim Crow laws that allowed racial segregation. We don't want the army telling us that we got to be around black folks. That's crazy.
No, I don't think the army wants to do this. Like, and also like what they didn't say whether or not they were going to be armed when they're in Washington D.C. and they're also not even allowed to be there. Like, it's like the whole thing is nuts, dude. Like, it's like I already knew this dude was a fascist, but I didn't know that like he was capable of like doing like fascist shit like this quickly.
What if there's some crazy information that comes out about any of this stuff, and then he's like already got him deployed, so he's like, all right, everybody stay back, like he's like preparing for
But
Fallout.
it's like, yeah, that's what it feels like.
Like he's preparing for Fallout, like he's
Yes,
hunkering down inside his castle and
Yes.
shuttering the doors.
that's what it feels like. Why the fuck else would he be doing this?
And does he have the big fence back up around the White House?
No, and the fence came up because of January 6th. Like, remind you.
No, I know. I just didn't know if they had that.
No. He didn't decide to do that. He already got voted out of office when that happened.
Yeah. But the spirit of the law also has roots that going all the way back to the Revolutionary War, when the founders of the United States were scarred by the British monarchy's absolute military control. And William C. Banks, that's what William C. Banks, a professor at Syracuse University, said. We have a tradition in the United States, which is more a norm than a law, that we want law enforcement to be conducted by civilians and not the military. The ethos ingrained in the National Guard personnel, starting in basic training, becomes especially powerful in the case of this act because the law has hardly ever been tested before. So, like, they haven't really done this. They're just, like, fucking winging it, dude. This dude's fucking winging it, and half of it's a distraction.
Well,
Because he doesn't... The chances
I wish he was winging it. It seems systematic to me. And I just didn't know that he knew how to do like something like Putin does. Like,
He's surrounded by people that's their whole structure.
I know, but
Stephen Miller knows.
Stephen Miller, I agree.
Like, I know what we should
That's
do.
exactly what I thought when I heard about this. It was like, dude, what? Why? Like, it's so unnecessary.
Oh, yeah. I mean...
It's like y'all just made like $5 billion like in 6 months on your shitcoin and like your grift, your tariffs that you just like change up and then just get like Vietnam to like agree to like $1 billion golf course. It's like I just don't get like like this is what I've been trying to say. It's like we're watching people addicted to money. And everybody needs money. So we just let it happen, being like, oh, they're just trying to get money. And it's like, no, we're watching crack addicts. And now we have one in the fucking White House. It's crazy to me.
It's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean, the grift is real. And
For sure.
And it's
selling Bibles, bro.
Selling Trump watches.
Ridiculous. Well, that like to me.
No, that was wild. We were like in the middle of
gold shoes, Bibles, crypto coins. Like what stakes, colleges. Like what are we doing as a country?
Yeah, like what universe is this?
Yes. What timeline are we in?
It's like boomers are like, yeah, get your last grab, bro. Like it's like weird.
But why?
Because
it's like you're the president of the United States. Like you don't need to do anything ever again. You're good. But no, he can't stop himself. It's gross, dude. It's gross.
Yeah, it's like just gluttonous to the max.
Like, I'm triggered.
The law applies to federalized troops. The act typically does not apply to the National Guard because of the Guard members report to the governor and not the federal government. But when the Guard personnel are federalized, they are bound by the act until they are returned to state control. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty wild. I mean, it's crazy fucking movie.
Unbelievable. Unfucking believable.
Is already in charge of the National Guard and can legally deploy troops for 30 days without congressional approval. There's a lot in the water about the Trump administration being lawless.
You think these troops are leaving in 30 days? It's like guaranteed that they aren't.
There's a lot of water in the water about the Trump administration being lawless. What is striking is actually how much the administration is trying to wrap itself into the law.
Well, that's how fascism works. It's like it's like you vote them into office. It's a minority. They use the bureaucracy to take over the country. I just didn't know he was capable of doing it.
I think he's just a good figurehead for it. I don't think he's not acting on his own accord. I think that he's surrounded by people, and this is what
he had 4 years before, and like it's like he was a shitty president then, but like he didn't like have like these moves like that. That's the problem. And it's like why? Like I don't get why. That's why I struggle like with this shit. It's like, why the fuck are you doing this? Like, why do you even care?
Yeah, no, true.
That's what I want to know. It's like when I get confused, it's like when it bothers me the most. It's just like I don't understand what's happening.
Beyond the legal exceptions written into law, there is a practical question of how to enforce it. Because the posse comitatus, it's Comitatus, Comitatus Act is a criminal statute, not a civil one. The U.S. Department of Justice is responsible for prosecution in criminal court. It's premised on the executive branch policing itself. That leaves an unclear legal standing for whether a state government like California has a right to sue in civil court in the first place. The ruling in California case will likely be a narrow interpretation based on the circumstances of the Guard's deployment in L.A., but he said it could dictate how the administration uses the Guard in other cities like Chicago and New York, where Trump has threatened to federalize troops. Because he's already said, like, we're going to take over other cities if we want to.
I already told you, your boy's about to be in the streets, like, for sure.
Why would you? Like to protest?
Like... No, we ain't protesting anymore, bro. It's getting way, way crazier.
All right, man, just careful.
No, obviously, but I mean, I'm just telling you, like, I already said this, like, 1,000 times.
You're the leader of Antifa.
That is true. So, I gotta do some shit.
You're the leader, I forgot. Careful, man. He's probably watching us. Article number 2 from NPR. Say bye-bye to the beeps and bloops of AOL's dial-up internet service. That's right. AOL is going away. It starts off. Beep, boop, boop, boop. Such was the sound of AOL's dial-up service, a marker for trying to connect to the internet in the 1990s. Now the company has announced it's getting rid of dial-up. AOL routinely evaluates its products and services and has decided to discontinue dial-up internet. It will run until September 30th. I didn't know they were still doing dial-up. I didn't even know AOL was still alive.
The Chef Andy at AOL.com. Shout out your boy.
I mean, I had no idea. Dial-up, what is dial-up? Damn. Dial-up uses a modem to...
Well, that was the problem with the floods, is that they didn't have, like, the Wi-Fi. They had, like, the dial-up.
It makes sense. Dial-up uses a modem to convert digital data from a computer into audio signals, which can travel over standard phone lines. There you go. Actually, I didn't actually know that was the thing. Users can plug. I get it. Oh, I just got something about President Trump. Get out of here. Well, I would think it was like you should donate to NPR because President Trump's an asshole. Users have a.
I hate that part because I listen to NPR all the time, and they've been hitting that. And
They're like Trump sucks. He took our
well,
money.
like because like they'll go through like I think it's 4 times like where they're like looking for money.
Yeah.
You know? And it's like for a week each time, and I just can't listen to it like during those weeks because it's just most of it is just them like asking for money, and it's just like, okay, well, this is now unlistenable. But now it's all the time because of the defunding.
Yeah. In some, what does it say? Users had to plug their computers in. Yep. In some ways, it's kind of like the sound of the 1990s. I would agree with that. But it had its drawbacks, such as users not being able to use the phone and the internet at the same time. It also had a fraction of the speed available in today's internet landscape. Downloading a song took several minutes. Downloading a movie was unheard of. Several minutes. Sometimes you download a song, it take days. AOL rolled out its dial-up service in 1989. Lawmakers were focused on closing the digital divide. The idea that people were living in poorer or more rural areas could not have had inadequate access to the internet or equitable. The company was known for handing out discs and CDs that gave users several hours of free internet access for free. They were so embedded. I remember getting those too, seeing them all the time in the mail. They were so embedded in the 1990s American culture that one of those discs now sits in the Smithsonian's CD collections.
Okay, so remember, I have to go off topic. Remember how I brought up last episode about the trophy, the fantasy? We got John Gruden to do a cameo, and he did it. And this motherfucker sold it, dude. Sold it. Like, went off for 2.5 minutes on Max about not giving the trophy. Threw his glasses down and just like laid into him. Fucking great, dude.
Did you find out anything about the trophy?
Dude, okay, so this is what happened. He sends like a picture of the trophy because I asked for proof of life. And I was like, no. I was like, I need a newspaper like with the date on it next to the trophy. But literally the text before he sent us the picture of the trophy, he said he was on mushrooms at Outside Lands, like, which is like a festival. And so I was like, and then everybody was like, okay, so you'll send it now? I go, and then I just clicked, like, it clocked with me. And I was like, y'all, he just told us he was on mushrooms at a festival and acted like he just took a picture of the trophy. Open your fucking eyes. Like, the trophy is gone. But Gruden, I'll send you the video.
Yeah, please do.
Gruden fucking kills him. Kills him.
That's pretty awesome. I'll have to check it out. Yeah, send it to me. The company's known for handing out discs. Yeah, dial-up was considered accessible at the time as it requires a landline technology, and many Americans had that. However, it has largely been replaced by broadband internet. As of 2022, 0.1% of American households relied on dial-up access for the internet. For those people who live in rural communities today, they're going to have to find an alternative. AOL did not introduce dial-up, but it became popular because of its ease and its use and interface, which included things like news and email and a homepage.
Hey, Max, John Gruden here, the old coach. Max,
We're
I'm
just
down
playing
in
it
my
now.
office here in Tampa, Florida. I got a lot of work to do, man. But I can't concentrate. I got a message from everybody in the Dynasty League, the Fantasy Football League, and it's troubling. You know? This is a 15-year league, man. The Dynasty Trophy is the most prestigious trophy there is. I mean, you could say the Lombardi Trophy maybe, but the Dynasty Trophy, it is freaking significant, man. And the Dynasty Trophy is missing. Are you aware of this, Max? You're the commissioner. You're the king of relentless trash trading bullcrap. Where's the trophy? You had it last. It's been 2 years since anyone's seen the freaking trophy. Now everybody's calling me. Everybody's beating me up. They got to get this trophy back. So they called me in to call you to tell you, get the freaking trophy back, man. And I know you look like Zoolander, okay? And I know you're walking around. Everybody's like, look at that guy. And I know it bothers you looking like that. But that's no excuse, Max. It's no excuse.
That's awesome.
And I think there should be punishments for this trophy under your watch being missing because it's a very important trophy. I think you should get a spray tan on half of your body, okay? And I think you should walk around the freaking neighborhood with a pair of shorts on and a hat and sunglasses. And then I think you go door to door with 20 blank CDs, blank, and you sell them door to door. That's your highlight tape from last year's fantasy football that you were the commissioner of. Hey, you want to buy my highlight tape? No one's going to buy it because they're $19.99. And when they do buy it, there are no highlights because it's blank. That's the kind of crap that you're pulling. You need to be punished for this. And I'm telling you this too. You got a guy, Joey, he needs the trophy, man, to keep his existence. I mean, this guy's struggling without the trophy. How do you feel about that? Better get this done, man. I'll check in later.
Dude, that's epic. How much did that cost?
$300.
That's worth it.
Totally.
It's worth it.
It was $20 each because there's 16 people, but we kept him out, so 15 times 20.
Yeah, that's great. That's a good use of $20.
I knew it was gonna be good. I just didn't know it was gonna be that good.
Yeah, I know you look like. Did you guys send him a picture of him or anything?
No.
I know you look
Well,
like.
we sent him the script.
Oh,
Your boy, your boy.
You didn't have him cuss? I would have made him cuss.
Nah. Well, maybe he changed it up a little bit, but he kind of he stuck to it. But it was like $300 for like 250 characters. Like it was like there was like a thing. So I came up with like bullet points, and then because like everybody else was like into this, and I came in late, and then I just woke up like in Beverly Hills, and it was just like fuck, like this is amazing.
It was genius. Gruden's awesome.
I know.
But this is the end of an era of the dial-up. So I mean, they're still going to be around.
Because you said burn CDs. That's why I thought.
No, I got you. But this is an end of an era for dial-up. I mean, that's the death of like one of the original dinosaurs of internet. Like that's huge.
Well,
I didn't know it was still around. Lasted way longer than I thought. Talk about longevity in the internet game. Dial-up, Wi-Fi ain't even been around that long.
No, I know. My dad actually put through copper cables like from California to Japan. Like he was in charge of that for high speed internet. But it's crazy that like people like in West Virginia just don't have it or rural Texas or whatever.
Yeah. Well, then now they just
but then it's scary though too
because
Starlink. Elon Musk is like got 60% of the low like orbit satellites that can provide internet, and it's like he's got a monopoly on it.
Yeah,
so
he's got Starlink, so that's what he already.
That's
does.
what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So it's like now we have like this asshole who's like in charge of like the better internet, and it's just.
He's like, well, I own the space internet.
We're fucked again.
Yeah, we're fucked in a lot of ways, man.
I know, but let's stay positive here on the pod.
Article number 3. I'm gonna read the first one first. Grand Theft Labubu. $30,000 in stolen Labubu dolls found in Southern California house. Nearly $30,000 of stolen Labubu dolls were discovered at a San Bernardino. Of course, it's in San Bernardino County home after they were taken in a
Of course.
Yeah.
Why you shit on my state like that?
Not on your state, just certain parts.
Okay.
Where from? And I mean, no, San Bernardino.
No. You're right.
Yeah,
no,
it's not. I'm not that off base.
Trust me, I'm not. Yeah, I know. I
Look,
get it.
it's like my sister lives in Studio City. My
No,
uncle
no, no.
lives in Thousand Oaks.
Studio City's different, and I was born in Thousand Oaks, so we're good.
No, Grandma Van Nuys. Shout out. Yeah, they were taken. Oh, Jesus Christ. The guy who stole them looks insane, bro. Whoa, there is a video. That dude looks fucking creepy. But you're stealing $30,000 worth of Labubu, found in San Bernardino Monday. Investigators didn't say when the dolls were taken, but they did say they were recently investigating a warehouse burglary where suspects stole boxes containing highly sought after Labubu collectible figurines. These items, popular in pop culture, are often sold for high prices online. We've taken in multiple trips over several days. Well, they were taken in multiple trips over several days. So somebody hit that Labubu lick, dude. They found like access to him and they hit that shit like multiple times. That's a lot of Labubu.
Not kidding. Got a text while we were on break. We're late on Labubu.
No, I know. This just happened. These guys, someone broke into
No. Just somebody told me that like where the wild things are was like more of an update than Labubu. I have no idea what any of it means.
Where the wild things are, like the book, like the story? That story's tight.
No, I know. I was like,
That's kind of what they look like. They look like creatures from where the wild things are. But we'll get into that. But I'm just talking about this is a recent bust.
I'm just keeping you updated.
While investigating the theft, police were served with a search warrant for a home in Upland where they found 14 boxes of stolen merchandise. They also recovered evidence indicating that the items were being prepared for resale across the country. One suspect who tried to flee from police was arrested at the scene. They have not yet identified him. Police said the dolls were returned to their rightful owners. Last week, authorities in La Puente, which is about 25 miles from Upland, were looking into a similar theft of Labubu dolls from One Stop Sales, a novelty store, in that case, thousands of dollars worth of collectibles were also taken. Days after the theft, deputies helped recover some of the stolen items. How are you stealing these Labubus and getting they're catching you the next day? They're finding they're just oh, there's one of them. That's fucking wild.
Ring camera, bro.
True. But it's not. It's
like you and I. It's like you and I stealing like fucking Modelo's or something, like back in 2003.
Labubus are characters created by the artist Casting Lung from his The Monsters book series. They have become especially popular in recent months as plush dolls. So, what the fuck is a Labubu?
I'm guessing it. I thought you just said it looks like.
I got it on. Labubu is a plush toy that is causing a frenzy. Here's its origin story. This is from NPR. It's a plush doll. It's a bag charm. It's a collectible that recently sold for 6 figures. But no, it's a wildly popular creature. Isn't a gremlin or one of the monsters from the classic movie Where the Wild Things Are. Meet Labubu. Labubu comes in a range of sizes as figurines, plushies, but the most popular in blind boxes, which is like gambling. I was listening to Tim Dillon talk about this. He's like, it's like gambling for kids. So you don't know what you get. You buy a Labubu, and I hope it's a good one.
I mean, that's kind of like baseball cards, right? You don't really know what baseball. You could get a Ken Griffey Jr.
No, that's true.
card.
That is true. Popular in blind boxes and are beloved among young adults, considered a popular fashion trend, often clipped to bags or belt loops. Most recently, people are dressing up as the plushie at a pride parade and a protest against immigration raids. So people are just running around like Labubus, dude.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Last week, a life-size...
Labubu's not like a terrible name to call you shorty.
Last week, a life-size Labubu figure sold for more than $170,000 at the first Labubu art auction hosted in China. The event drew nearly 1,000 bidders.
You know what that reminds me of is NFTs, the what was it called? Was it something ape?
Oh, Bored Ape.
Board It.
Board It.
That's
Yacht
what it
Club.
reminds me. That's what that shit reminds me of. It's like, this shit. You just dropped $200,000 on this shit. It's not worth anything. Nobody even is gonna give a fuck in 1 year.
And can be like, oh, you're that idiot who bought that Labubu.
But at the same time, like, I gave away my Pokemon cards and Magic cards, and they're probably worth like hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, for sure. They became highly sought after collectibles. Labubus were a storybook character. Born in Hong Kong, Lung moved to the Netherlands when he was 7, where he quickly fell in love with Nordic fairy tales, especially the ones about elves. Inspired by the folklore, he launched an illustration book called The Monsters in 2015, a playful trial of featuring a playful tribe of female elves known as Labubus. That's why I wanted to create something that I've known existed in my heart. It's amazing that so many people love it. Yeah, especially like 10 years later, people are riding your Labubu dick. Labubu is described as
Cannot wait for that.
Labubu dick. Kind-hearted and eager to help, though their good intentions can sometimes lead to chaos. According to Long, there are about 100 different Labubus in the series. One of the stories involves a Labubu who's dating a shy skeleton named Taikoko and often playfully teases him. What? Became a global sensation.
So awkward.
Yeah, I mean, Lung released an artistic toy series inspired by the characters not out long after it came out, but the toy collection did not cause a global craze till he teamed up with Chinese toy company Pop Mart in 2019. According to Pop Mart, the revenue generated from the first Monsters series launch broke the record in the art toy category. Damn. They've been spotted on the bags of pop singers like Dua Lipa, Rihanna, Lisa, and K-pop group Blackpink.
But yeah, shout out Blackpink, even though I like to shit on K-pop just because I want them to come after us. But Blackpink is the real deal.
Labubu's come in various. That's wild, dude. This shit's stupid. The blind boxes isn't new. It taps along the long-standing fascination with mystery and chance. Like I said, think of the back of cereal box prizes, capsule toys from vending machines, or Japan's lucky bags, which are sealed with random items as a way to get retailers to get rid of leftover stock. Even trading cards such as Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh! Offer the same thrill. I think there's a lot where the popularity among young adults and young adults stems from childhood nostalgia. She said it was like reconnecting with your inner child. I think play is critical for everyone of all ages. It helps us to engage with each other. It helps us in a way, it's cliche, but it helps us stay young, she said. I don't know, bro. I ain't buying no goddamn Labubu. Get
Oh, obviously we're not.
Like, that's crazy. Who, dude?
I mean, it's not that crazy. Shitcoins exist. Beanie Babies exist.
True, Beanie Babies were wild. I remember that. That was insane. Like, I have a Princess Diana bear. I was like, everybody does.
Nothing about this is surprising to me.
But those were kind of those. I guess it's kind of this. It's definitely the same because that was bullshit with the Pokemon stuff or the Beanie Babies stuff. You could have one, and it's like, oh, but if you had the felt ears, it would be worth like $9,000.
Right?
Like what? Like, this shit's been in my backpack. And then some people would bring that shit, and what was really goofy is the little plastic cover for the tag to keep the tag in pristine condition. There's people who had like every Beanie Baby. I was like, bro, and I thought that was weird as shit. I still kind of do.
No, I still do too.
So now you see the Labubu thing, and it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's exactly the same.
Is Beanie Baby the original
my point
Labubu?
is, it's just that it's not weird because you and I've witnessed this happen before.
What's weird is whenever you see people that are like adults and they have like Cabbage Patch Baby meetups, where all the like old like Gen X and Boomers bring their cabbage
Meetups.
Yeah, you've never seen those videos, and they'll all get together and they bring them and act like they're basically their kids. It's fucking
no, I definitely have not seen that.
It's fucking crazy.
Might be in my porn search history now.
Yeah, you just go for it. You can then share it. Yeah, I mean that was just it. I just thought it was interesting that there's like this epidemic of people stealing Labubus, in California, but then it's like, what the fuck's a Labubu? And why would you
I had
spend
no clue.
why would you spend 170 plus K on a human sized plushie?
Oh, it's human size?
Yeah, it was like a human sized Labubu, and it sold for almost 200 grand.
Well, do you ever watch Dave, like Lil Dicky show?
Yeah.
Yeah, like he like fucks like a fake human.
I haven't seen that one. I haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
he does that. And so, anyways, like, it's like, I don't know. People are fucking weird, dude. Like,
Someone's gonna fuck that Labubu, dude.
somebody, and by somebody I mean my brother was trying to tell me like that there's AI girls on OnlyFans that people like subscribe to, and I was like, no. I was like, if your company is making an AI like female, why would they have to like pimp her out on OnlyFans and not just have you like directly come to their website? Like, didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, I guess the OnlyFans would give it the illusion of like not being.
Well, what I
like,
guess
like they're real.
what he was saying was that it's like it'll be a girl that's on OnlyFans, but then she'll do AI where it's like her, but it's not her. Is what he was saying. But that's not what he said at first, and I was like, no, dude, like, it doesn't even make sense. Like, if you're capable enough to make like an OnlyFans woman who does like weird shit that people want to watch,
Like fuck a Labubu.
like why the fuck would you like have OnlyFans as like your third, like, you know, third party involved? Like, you would just have them just buy the shit from you. Like, you could figure that out.
Yeah. I could see that.
And the world is getting weird.
It's been weird, but it's getting too weird.
Yeah, I agree. I really thought that it was like oversold on how weird it was gonna get, and now I'm concerned.
Like we underestimated the weirdness.
I did. I don't know if everybody did. Like, because there's people who think like AI is gonna like kill like humanity, and I'm not there yet.
It could.
But no, I'm not saying it couldn't.
It could want to.
I'm not saying that it couldn't or it might not happen. What I'm saying is I doubted it. Remember I used to say like I thought AI was gonna like eat itself.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. Like, to me, like, that was more of a possibility than dudes getting OnlyFans subscriptions to AI females. Like, that's insane to me.
Yeah.
An OnlyFans subscription is insane to me in general.
Yeah. Facts. Big facts. Never understood that. It's wild.
Yeah.
Well, you got anything else today, man?
I would like to say, meditate, bitches.
Make sure y'all like, follow, subscribe, share, comment, post, hate on us, whatever. We appreciate y'all checking it out. And no, just whatever. We just
Hate on us.
We
have a 5-star rating on Spotify.
I just appreciate the interaction. We like to hear from you guys. So please let us.
That's true.
So that's really what it is. Doesn't matter if you love us, hate us. We just want to hear from you. Cool. But we do appreciate y'all listening and checking it out as always. Yeah, like you said, shit's getting weird. I've been saying it for a while. Just pay attention. Shit's getting weird. Keep your head above water and stay away from crazy fucking people. And y'all just be good, be safe, stay out of trouble. And as always, go fuck yourselves.
Oh, no.
Shout out.
Recording stopped.
Another good one.
When I feel a bit
Later.
buggy, I look at the floor, man, I need a new ruggy.